Today I want to talk about pattern runs, and especially the ones that you create yourself. It's usually a best practice to go ahead and begin with a straight stitch to set whatever line you want the patterns to follow. So I've chosen the outline stitch and I've chosen a color, and now I'm just going to create an arc. So I'll left click, I'll right click, and I'm not trying to be exact. We're getting in here somewhere. And then left click again. So there's my arc. And yes, it wants to continue drawing you until you hit enter, and that sets your stitches for you. Now I'm going to go ahead and touch 0 on my keyboard, and this makes it fill my screen. It doesn't change the size of the actual stitch, but it changes my view. So with it selected, and I do like to use the color film and select from here, that's just a habit I have. I'm going to come to the pattern run outline, and I'll right click, and it defaults to the patterns that are built into our software. So this is one from the Heirloom collection, but I'm going to find my own. So I had created these already, and I think I've got some right here. So I'll choose this first one, and I'm going to touch OK. And now instead of hitting OK, I'm going to hit apply, because that way I can alter these how they're setting, because I really want it to be a continuous run so that it looks like tatting. And so I can see that it's coming up too far apart because the motif is 0.49, is just shy of ½ inch, and the spacing at a ½ inch is too much. So I'm going to reduce this, and I'm just guessing, we'll say 0.35 of an inch. And again, I'm going to say apply just in case I need to change it. And that looks about right. I'm pleased with that. So now I'll say OK. And there's my motif. Let's look at it in actual size. I'll touch 1 on my keyboard, and that's going to give the illusion of hand tatting, but done with the sewing machine. Well, where do these designs go? How can I save this if I was to take these designs and I want to get them into a new computer? Rather than having to start again and redesign this, I can find where these stitches are saved. I'm not going to see the image, so I just kind of have to know what I'm getting. I'm going to go into Windows, File Explorer, and I'm going to navigate to my C drive, and I'm in the habit of following these arrows. As long as I stay in this first panel, now I wave my mouse oddly, let's get back in there. As long as I stay here before I start clicking in the center panel, I won't get as lost, I promise. So here is what I'm looking for: local disk C, program data. And I don't want to click on the words, I'm going to click on the arrow that opens this up. This happens to be a Bernina file that I'm looking for, and it's going to be found in my Bernina software. So I'm still staying to the left, and let's see what I find under motifs. And this single file represents everything that I've got saved on this computer. So I'm going to take, actually I can copy from here, and I'll right click, and I just want to copy. Then I'm going to find a place, and for now I'm going to put it on my desktop. I'll go to my desktop, and I'll create a new target folder where I want this to go, and I'm going to call it GB, that's me, Gina Butler, and I'm going to call it Motif And I'm actually going to put some KDC there as well. KDC and ESV. So these files, once I save them to this folder, I'll be able to take this to a new computer and insert it into, after I load Bernina software onto my new computer, I'll be able to insert this into the Bernina folder on the new computer. So this is my target, and now I'll say Control V to, and it came up. I want it actually to go in here. I want it to go into that folder where they are. So anytime that you're doing an update, I think you're wise to go ahead and grab your personal files that you have created and save those. It may come in handy someday if your computer crashes and you suddenly have to go shopping for a new computer, you'll be able to import those. Let's see where the others are. We'll go to the Windows Explorer again, and I'm looking at my C drive, and again I'm going to stay with the arrows, and I'm going to look at my program data and Bernina embroidery. This is what's accessing my Bernina software. You could go ahead and save your backup. So this is things that I've recently been working on. So you could even save a folder that said backup. We did the motifs. I'm going to do the fonts. This is where you'll find your KDC. In Bernina version 9, we can map design files to our keyboard. And it goes pretty quick. It's very easy. But let's say you've got hundreds of these that you've already mapped. You don't have to do them again if you have saved this folder with the KDCs in it. So again, I would copy this, Control C, and I'm going to go to my desktop, and here is my folder, Control V, and it seems to be just how each personal computer is set up. They are all personal. Let's see what we get. I want to set it here, Control V, and then it went below it. That's fine. And I'll just sneak it right in there. And then I'll save this folder along with the files that I want to move to a new computer. Thanks for watching.